morning and welcome to another episode of the Island Cyclist Riding the Road. Well, today it's the penultimate day of May, so we're looking forward to entering a new month of cycling. Today I'd like to take you to a place in Holyhead on the Isle of Anglesey called the Breakwater Country Park. Now, the Breakwater Country Park does have some history in that it's a place where stone was quarried to enable the building of the wall that you see in the distance behind me, which is actually Holyhead Breakwater. It's the longest breakwater in Europe, and its length is 1.5 miles. Now, you just notice in the distance behind me there, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, one of the Irish ferries just coming into the port of Holyhead. So come with me now and I'll take you along to the Breakwater Park and I'll give you a little bit of background about it. You may notice as we begin to enter the gates of the Breakwater Country Park, as I turn the camera around, you can see the sheer face of Holyhead Mountain there in front of you, with the brick chimney standing up in front of it. Well, this is where the mining work finished. This is what's left of the Breakwater Quarry, I'll call it. This is what's left over from the Breakwater Quarry, and we can follow it along past the sign for the country park there, and it goes right along and it ends just as the mountain starts dipping down towards the sea. Well, here we are, safely inside the park. It's a beautiful area, especially in the summer. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of cloud today, but never mind, we can't help the weather. Well, the quarry, when it was a quarry, opened up in 1846, and it was mined, or should I say quarried, until 1873 when it finally closed down. Now, the park, or the quarry, did lay dormant for quite a good number of years. A lot of years actually, until in 1985 the initiative was sent out to actually develop the area and make it into a park, and it took 5 years to do it, and in 1990 it was officially opened as the Breakwater Country Park. So you'll see in front of me now a derelict building. Has no roof on, has no windows in, no doors, but believe it or not, inside that building it's coming out a little bit dark with the weather that we're having at the moment, but inside that building is an art gallery. It houses paintings and there's all sorts of exhibits in there. And if I just pan around a little bit more to the end of the building, there's a road goes towards the entrance of the country park. And down there, there's a cafe that sells snacks and sweets, teas and coffees and the like. As I pan around here, you notice there's a large field, especially when the sun's shining. You get a lot of children playing ball here, and just past my bicycle there, picnic bench. There are other picnic benches in the park for people to sit and enjoy a picnic in the summertime. Now, I'd like to take her across one of the other fields, and we have here the Breakwater Lake. It's absolutely beautiful yet again when the sun's shining. We have a number of wildfowl on here. Obviously we've got just some little ducks at the moment, but we do have a lot of Canada geese from time to time come and nest in the rushes at the side of the water. And I just pan round and you get an idea of the Breakwater Park from a different perspective. You just have to imagine what it's like in the summertime when well, it is the summertime, but you just have to imagine what it's like when the sun's shining. It really is a beautiful place to come and picnic and to walk around. It's so peaceful. Well, okay, we're going to head off back now, back down the road, and I'm going to take you now to Holyhead Marina and I'll show you the breakwater close up. Well, we're looking across here into the smaller part of Holyhead Marina, but what I'm trying to point out, if you look through the masts on the boat and you look at the headland in front of you, that's where the breakwater actually starts. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pan around slowly and you can follow the wall around, excuse the vehicle, and it goes right the way to the entrance of the marina in the distance there, a total of 1.5 miles, and just set back from the end of the breakwater is a little lighthouse. Now if I pan round just a little bit further in the distance there, you'll just see 2 large ferries. Now the green ferry, the one at the front, or the one closest to us, is the Irish ferry. It's just recently docked in the port of Holyhead, and that's called the Ulysses. And I don't know if you can just make out behind it, there's a ferry with red funnels on, with a red funnel. That's owned by Stena Ferries, and that's called the Adventurer. Now the Ulysses generally comes in about 11:30 every morning and docks, and then the Adventurer normally comes in for 12 o'clock. However, I think the Ulysses might have been a little bit late today because it's docked second, which is most unusual. Well, we're back now to where we started, and that's the end of the trip. It's only a short one, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It is the 3rd video that I've actually made for YouTube and I'm enjoying doing it. Hopefully the more I do, the better I'll get. So yes, I'll see you again next time.